Hello, sweetheart. I love you. I know you told me not to call you at work, but you should be on your lunch break right about now. And that's like a break at work, so it doesn't really count as work, right? So that means I can call you, and that's why I called you. I know this is 5 minutes before you usually take your lunch break, but don't worry. I know you're taking it 5 minutes early because I looked at your tracker and you moved into the lunchroom already. So don't worry. You don't have to explain yourself to me. And that's a good thing, actually, that you don't have to explain yourself to me. Because I'm sure talking would make it hard for you to eat and enjoy your food. So, you know what? You don't have to talk. Just focus on eating and chewing your food. I love hearing your voice, but I also love hearing you chew as well, so it's not a problem. After all, I love all your sounds, from your breathing to your heartbeat, and it's better this way, don't you think? You can focus on eating your food, and I can just focus on talking to you, which is good because I love talking to you, because I love you. I just wish I could kiss you through the phone. Maybe cuddle you, too, just a bit. I know we're still talking at this very moment. Well, I'm still talking at this very moment. But what I'm trying to say is it's so lonely without you here, physically, in my rope. Well, okay, maybe not in my rope. I know we had that discussion already, and the therapist said I need to dial things back a bit if I want to maintain this relationship as well as a clean criminal record. Good therapist, by the way. They really take the confidentiality to heart. But I've really been so lonely without you here. I just want your arms around me, and maybe a head pat or two or 98. I love you and I miss you. I know I'm talking to you at this very moment, but I really love you, and I'm so bored without you. I've run out of things to do. I've been playing with my doll of you, but it's just not the same. There's only so many times I can play out our future wedding with it. I've played out all of the different scenarios, from a wedding in a church, to one on a cruise ship, to one on the grave of that person who hit on you. You name it. And there's a lot of different scenarios we could take for our wedding, so that should tell you how many times I've played with your doll. And you know I love you, so I was thinking of different pet names I could call you. I thought maybe you'd like it and think it was sweet if I changed things up and used different pet names for you frequently. That's why I brought out a notebook and started brainstorming different pet names, like darling, honey, sweetie, dear, precious, love, sugar, and even old people ones like honey bunch. I think I ran out of pet names in the English language, actually. I love you so much, sweetheart. But yeah, I'm done with all that now, and now I'm all out of things to do without you. I'm lonely. I'm bored. I've been reduced to trying to make you and different types of food. I'm talking about things like baking cookies in the shape of your face, or making gummies that look like you, or doing latte art of you. I'll send you the pictures. They actually all turned out really well. You can have them when you get home, by the way. But the point is how lonely I am without you. It's a tragedy. A tragedy, I tell you. One you could solve by just quitting your job and letting me be the sole breadwinner for the two of us. But I know you must be suspicious of my offer as always. You must assume that I'm thinking, oh, I just want you to be financially dependent on me so that you can never leave me. And to be fair, yeah, you've kind of got a point there. That would be pretty swell. But I'm also offering it to care for you, because I love you. I'd never abuse my financial control over you. Too much, anyway. I might demand half an hour of cuddles every day before I grant you internet access, or maybe I'll demand one forehead kiss for every 10 calories of food I give you. Okay, maybe I would abuse my power quite a bit. But can you blame me, though? You are just so precious. I just want to look at every one of your atoms under a microscope so I can figure out how you are so perfect. Gosh, I love you. I love you, I love you, I love you. How was your day so far, by the way? I can't believe I didn't ask you about your day yet. I was just talking about mine. How could I be so self-centered? Are you alright? Is it too hot? Is it too cold? Do you need me to come over and bring you a sweater and maybe some hot chocolate? How's the humidity? Is it too humid for you? Oh, I hope you're alright. Are you itching anywhere? Oh, if I was there with you, I could itch your back and everywhere else. How are your co-workers? Are they nice to you? I hope they're nice, but not too nice, because you're mine and I don't want them getting any ideas. I wrote my name all over you in invisible ink while you were sleeping. You are mine, 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 and they need to respect that. So I hope they're politely but professionally nice to you, but not too nice, just a little nice. Also, how's your boss? Are they giving you too much work? I really hope they aren't, because that would be very dangerous for your health. I mean, my basement looks like an armory. I've got so many weapons I could arm an entire platoon. And for reference, a platoon has maybe 16 to 44 soldiers, or maybe 9 to 100. It kinda depends. But the point is, I have a lot of weapons, and I know how to use them, so your boss really shouldn't be giving you a hard time, otherwise I'll have to resort to... Sorry. I know we talked about this with a therapist. I have to find peaceful solutions. Relatively peaceful. And, okay, the therapist just said peaceful, not relatively peaceful. That's just something that I said. But still, I need to find more peaceful solutions to my problems. Relatively peaceful. Because you know that violence should still be on the table if worse comes to worse. But what am I even saying? You never even told me that your boss was giving you a hard time. I guess I just worry about these things. My mind always wanders to the worst case scenario because I am so anxious and paranoid and protective of you. But I'm only so protective of you because you're so wonderful and, oh, I love you. I love you so much. How was your lunch, by the way? You're eating the one I packed for you, right? I mean, I know I slipped you some money so you could buy lunch in case you forgot yours, but I would really rather you eat the one I made for you. I put so much care into it. I even got you the lunchbox that has hearts all over it and says, "In a relationship." And that's to say nothing of the food itself. I made it with approximately 1 pound of love. That's 453 grams, by the way. So you got 453 grams of love in there, just eagerly waiting to provide you with nutrition. And you can eat it all guilt-free because although love tastes good, it doesn't have any calories. So it's the best flavoring. Only the best for you, darling. I love you. So that's why you should eat the lunch I made for you. So are you eating it? Well, I guess you can't respond because you're busy chewing, but that's okay. I can just listen to the sound of you chewing a bit more closely. And... yeah, that sounds like you're eating lunch I made for you. Oh, thank you so much. It means the world to me. Sorry, I know it's a weird thing to be able to do. It's a weird skill to have, isn't it? To be able to tell roughly what someone's eating just by listening to them chew. But when you've been listening to things as long and intensely as I have, you tend to develop some pretty sharp ears. It's easy to develop them when I'm listening to you so attentively. I always get so anxious when you're on the phone with someone. What if you found someone else? But no, it ends up just being that you are calling to order a pizza or something. So maybe I shouldn't be so anxious when you're on the phone. I mean, you're on the phone right now, but that isn't making me anxious because you're on the phone with me. So that's an obvious exception. That's not what I meant, but you probably get what I mean, right? Of course you do. I'm overthinking things, aren't I? I always overthink things. I'm just making things more difficult than they have to be. But things don't have to be difficult with you because you're always so understanding. When I mess things up, I don't have to be so stressed because I know you won't blow things out of proportion. Like when I picked your lock for the 15th time, or when I climbed through your window. You just never made a big deal out of the things, and that's why I love you. One of the reasons, anyway. If I listed all the reasons I have to love you, then we'd be here all day. And as much as I would love to talk to you on and on forever and ever, your lunch break is going to end eventually, isn't it? Then you'll have to get back to work and you won't be able to talk to me. Until you get off work, anyway. Maybe I should wait outside your workplace. That way I can pick you up after work and we can be together on the way home. But last time I was waiting outside your workplace, people acted like I was stalking you. Isn't that funny, me stalking you? Just because I was waiting outside for a few hours. I haven't stalked you in, what has it been? 3 weeks? See, I'm completely reformed. Though, I suppose I do have that tracker in you. Is that a form of stalking? I don't think it counts. When I think of stalking, I think of hiding in the bushes while I watch you go about your day and kick soda cans on the sidewalk or whatever majestic things you're doing that day. I kind of lost my train of thought here. Okay, I found it again. I love you. That's my train of thought. That I love you. I love you. I can't wait for you to get home, but I suppose I should hang up soon and let you enjoy your lunch and then get back to work. Okay, I'll hang up now. Okay, not now. Maybe in just a few more seconds. Okay, now. Wait, no, that was another false alarm. Can you blame me? I just don't want to hang up on you. Oh, this is torture. How can I hang up on you? Okay, I am going to hang up now.